There's been an influx of high school students recently here on OSU's campus, and joining me today is Dr. Rob Terry, who's here to talk to us about the FFA career development events. Dr. Terry, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, very happy to be with you.
So you kind of oversee all of these career development events. For people who might not be familiar, can you tell us a little bit about what they are?
Yeah, so we can trace back CDEs to livestock judging contests way back a century ago. And that's kind of the founding of FFA, or part of it. So it started from that and it's expanded to more than 30 events that focus on career development as well as leadership development. Ideally, it starts in the classroom. The students would learn about that area of competency, and the teacher would offer, hey, if you want to go compete in this and find out how good you really are, we're going to work in the evenings or early in the morning, and we'll have workouts and go to different places, practice contests and so forth, leading up to competing at the state contest. So there's really three components of school-based ag education. There's the classroom component, there's the FFA, which people are familiar with. There's also supervised agricultural experiences, which are really experiential learning in agriculture. To me, CDEs fit right in the middle, in the confluence of those three, where they're learning in the classroom, getting to do the work on their own with supervision from their teacher, and then get to compete through the FFA organization. Some of the events range from parting procedure contest, nursery landscape, turf grass, and floriculture that are specifically related to horticulture. Where the rubber really hits the road is where they get to do this experience and show what they know through activities.
Maidenhair. So you got that right, flat leaves. I see a lot of growth. I know a couple of my kids on my floral team, they'll randomly be out placed and be like, oh, I know what that is, or I know what that is, or they'll send me pictures going, hey, this is this. And so it's pretty cool seeing them go from not knowing much to knowing a whole lot.
I chose to do floriculture just because in general, I really like plants. I've always been fascinated about them, and I wanted to learn more about it and see how far I could go with it. We have a greenhouse, which we go to practice ID together. We'll set out plants and say, hey, name all these plants, just stuff like that.
A lot of schools that have greenhouses, they collect these plants. Of our 30 teams, half of them have a greenhouse. So that'd be 15 roughly. And of that 15, probably 6 or 7 actually try to keep these plants in stock.
The events have been put together for them and to kind of enhance what they're doing and to show what they're learning in class, and then compete with each other to see who's learned it the best. We had more than 3,000 students pre-registered. As far as management on our side, we have a class, Ag Ed 3201, which students can enroll in, primarily agricultural education students, that we'll start working in January with our planning. And then the superintendents, like Mr. Hillock, will start working on that months in advance, making sure their guidelines, the rules are as they should be. We go through the whole process of determining the different components of the contest, making sure that we're delivering what we said we would do.
So you guys get to be on Oklahoma Gardening, by the way. So hope you're okay with that. That's right. Okay, so you have your score sheets. Again, you can use that as a reference for the things we're going to score you on. This year, we just completed the potting of nursery stocks. We get these rooted cuttings or liners, and then they have to prepare them for potting and get them potted up into containers and do it appropriately.
Throughout the year, we've been working in the greenhouse, making arrangements to prepare for our plant sale. And then today, we got to get a potting container in 5 plants, and we got to make an arrangement with those 5 different plants.
It's a double snap. It's a double bloom. I've been doing floriculture for a while, and turf grass is a new one. They learn a lot with turf, different seeds, and then the tools take care of those if you're using them on a golf course or a baseball field or just your own home lawn.
So I used the landscape nursery contest as a basis and kind of merged it with the collegiate turf bowl contest that exists, because I wanted something that was familiar, that ag teachers could wrap their heads around, and it would be too big of a leap. So similar makeup with a written exam, ID, and practicum, but each is kind of tweaked to better represent the turf management specifically.
Every contest we've gone to has been leading up to this. It's just kind of a cool thing, just be like, hey, I'm here at state. I have to go out and give it my all.
So the students that end up in the top spots will be recognized at the state FFA convention. They'll get to go up on stage and receive their trophies and plaques, hear their name over the loudspeaker, and have family, friends get to cheer for them as they go across stage. The next step will be for most of these events, they now qualify for the national event, which will be held in October in Indianapolis. We have a lot of success. When we go to nationals, our students do really well. Even at the state contest, there are scholarships and cash awards and so forth that students can take home from the state convention as well for competing.
Right.
But then the idea of getting to go to nationals and represent Oklahoma at a national competition is very exciting.
We hope you enjoyed this video as part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on the OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.